Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am Florida Boy, and this is my EDC channel. And without any kind of delay, this video is going to be on a fixed blade. Let's get into it. All right, so I just used the word the words a fixed blade. This knife actually doesn't have a name. This was purchased from Glare. The Rainy Forge, traditional coal forge blacksmithing with a modern twist. Here is his card. He is on Etsy, and here is all his contact information. He does forge these knives himself, which is super cool. This one I opted for because I think it's awesome. He makes, as far as I know, he makes the sheath, he makes the handle, he makes everything. And this ran about 50 bucks. But what is so cool about this is that he makes them. And he makes them out of files. And they are hand forged. And you can see I've got a mirror polish. You can see me on the video. Just for frame of reference, I do not hide myself. I just don't see a need to put myself in videos yet. So if you ever see a face, congratulations. So this is, let me flip this around. Maybe that'll make it easier to get kind of a length. So we are like right at 5 inches. And like I said, these things are made out of files, which is cool. So we know we've got at least some kind of hardened steel. And I will link him in the description below for this knife. This knife, I'm just going to kind of rattle off some facts that he puts on the website, on his Etsy page. First off, though, we're going to do some size comparison because it is definitely smaller than it looks. This is next to the Rat Model 1, and then we will do something a little bit more comparable. So here is the Civivi Nox. This is kind of like your Civivi Elementum. And I'm going to grab a couple other little fixed blades. I've got a couple out, so there we go. By a couple out, I mean I had to get a couple out. You know what I'm saying. I'm sure this isn't the only video you've seen on my channel, so you know how I kind of am back and forth, scatterbrained. So let's look at, this is the old timer, the Schrade old timer. Sharp finger, I think. I think this is called the sharp finger. Next we will do, oh, this thing is so cool. This is the CRKT Spew. This is a Foltz design. You can see a little bit of a size difference there. And then just to give it one more little comparison, here is your CRKT Minimalist. These are among the smallest fixed blades that I have. I do have my Bradford Guardian, the G necker that I do carry, but that's in another room in my EDC dump tray, and I was not prepared. So yeah, I typically do my videos, I record several at a time. So I usually got stuff kind of laying out everywhere. I don't just record one video and then move on to the next one. That'd be, or I don't record like one video a day type thing. So one thing I want to do is, let's see how much this little guy weighs, and then we'll talk about it. There we go, 2.2 ounces. So very light. Very, very light. There we go. I dig it, and I know the blade isn't perfect. When you look at it, I know it isn't perfect. I haven't really got to play with it a whole lot. I've just had it sitting on the table. So the first thing we'll do is we'll go ahead and just clean off the blade. Got a little too much there. I'm just hitting it with some break-free CLP, some of my favorite stuff there. And I'm just going to run some on the blade. An awful lot. Move this out of the way. Just to oil it, clean it up. Like I said, I haven't really played with this. If you've seen the channel and you know what I do, I kind of save it all for the camera, and then I get my fidgeting and stuff in after we're done. So let me go ahead and wipe him clean, and I will oil the spine and stuff. Like, I'll actually do my normal maintenance after the video's done. But for now, I just want us to get the most clear representation of what we're looking at. So just a slight cleaning. And then we will read off some of the stuff that he lists on his Etsy page. There we go. Okay, so without doing too much, investing too much time in that did give it a nice shine, though. He does a good job on his polish, his mirror polishing. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. You can almost see me in the recording. Yeah, that's a nice smack it. So this all right, so we're just going to read what he says. So this hand-forged EDC was made, or hand-forged EDC insert with the word blade, was made from an old file and sanded to a mirror finish. There we go. This knife is a perfect size for everyday carry and is perfect for a number of everyday tasks. When I'm not making knives, I work for several carpenters. We're just taking a look at everything while I'm reading this. I'm not just going to set the blade here and read it. And I always carry a knife like this with me on the job. It is great for making fine cuts like a carpet knife while being sturdy enough to pry on without breaking. The handle is made from oak, and that is an aluminum pin and a steel lanyard hole. Comes with a handcrafted, tooled leather sheath. This guy right here. The knife measures 4 3/4. I think mine was closer to 5. With a 2-inch blade from the plunge grind and an 1/8 inch on the spine. And yeah, that's what he lists on the website. These run about $50. This, I will say, with this sheath, this is one of those sheaths that you just smells like a leather shop. Smells like a biker shop. I love it. That is a nice sheath. I like it. You can see we've got a couple screws on there. The sheath is very, very excellent construction. Pretty rigid too. This is me pinching it together, so it is rigid. It's not like soft and foldy or anything by any means. And it fits nice. Retention is good. Not going anywhere once it's in there. So props on the sheath. It's a good sheath. Not bad. I don't know, out of curiosity, let's see here. So this will work with 2-inch belts, 2-inch and lower. I wouldn't wear this with a 2-inch belt. Inch and 3/4 probably at the most. All right, so let's see here. Does it cut? Well, it's a pretty good question. Does it cut? We're gonna find out. So it cuts. I cut so much paper. I like it though. Yeah, so it's not the most hair splitting blade, but you know, it probably could use a sharpen, which is okay. A knife, you know, we're talking, this is a $50 knife. $50. You're getting a hand forged knife, and this is, you know, you're supporting. I got this within like 2 or 3 days. I'm assuming this is USA made. This guy has to be in the US. I got it within a couple days after I ordered it on his Etsy page. I will link his Etsy page down below. He has a lot of cool knives on his page. So you are supporting a hobbyist, a blacksmith, and you're getting something that is made, handmade. Lost my words there. And I love the oak handle. It's not sharp. Everything is knocked down very well. There's nothing that's going to poke me. Let's get a close up on the blade. Let me turn it this way. There we go. So let's take a look at the blade here. Everything looks good. I mean, it's hand finished, you know. If you've bought hand finished, I wouldn't call this a custom or anything, because it does say he makes multiples of these. I don't know. I don't know what I would label this as, to be honest. It's dang near custom, even though it's not necessarily a custom. It is a handmade blade. He does make more of them, so every one of them you order is going to be different. They're not going to be the same, which is interesting. I like it. I dig it. It could definitely, like I said, it could definitely use a little bit of a sharpening for me. And if you want to look at it, hand profile, I've got nothing here to grab with my pinky, which is okay. So in this scenario, I would probably attach a lanyard, which is more than likely what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw a lanyard on here, and then that will give me something to kind of index with my pinky, so it's just not like out and I don't know what to do with it. Of course, you know, realistically, you're going to hold it like this, but I like something there at the end to be able to just wrap my pinky around, and I feel like it just kind of completes it. In terms of blade, though, everything feels good. Your spine here on the back is fairly thick. There we go. And I like it. I think for $50 for a small little knife, I think a lot of people would like this. And if you haven't bought anything off of Etsy before, Etsy's great. You're just buying from people who are hobbyists, or like him, who is a a bladesmith, a blacksmith that is also a carpenter, kind of a mix of all trades. You get these cool items. You get these cool things that you wouldn't normally just find around on the internet. And I was going to put his card back on the table, but I lost it already. Hold on. Did I did not. Okay. I don't know what I did with it. I had it somewhere. I will put his information in the comment section or the description down below. Make sure you go over there and check out some of his stuff. I've actually got a few of his knives in my cart, and I like them. I think they're cool. For a $50 knife, this is pretty awesome. I love the profile of this. I love how fat that little blade is, and how it just comes down to a nice little edge. Like I said, definitely gonna have to give it a little bit of a sharpen, maybe just a honing. I might strop it. And we'll see where we're at after a light strop. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video. I am going to carry it a little bit and kind of see what I think. So this was more or less just a overview, review, check it out type video. So yeah, I'll update you. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by and checking out this video. I appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. I post pretty much all the time. Thanks again. Catch you on the next one.